Filmed from the center of America in New York City, is totally unhinged. Now, your host, James Blinken.
Thank you, Jeremy, and hello, everybody. It's July 16th, 2026, and this is Totally Unhinged. A lot has happened to a parasite that causes explosive diarrhea infecting the country with explosive shits. Yeah, that shit is no joke. And it's a real shitty situation. Hope we can clear this crap soon. Of course, we're dealing with the exploding crap known as ICE as well, or just white men who just cannot really talk about their feelings and just really need therapy. They just suspended most traffic stops after 2 separate fatal shootings in 2 different states.
Hey, editing James here. I didn't think I would ever have to do a video like this, but Trump just reversed that decision. So now there's ICE stops happening again.
This is horrible, crazy shit. But when an orange man that only cares about making money is in charge and only helps people that look like him, well, not orange people, white people to be clear, old crazy ones to be precise. But yeah, what should we expect? ICE is just out of control as the exploding shit bug, but there's so much more to cover. I'll just leave off by saying I hope ICE gets to experience the explosive diarrhea parasite along with the rest of us. And I hope it's a very shitty situation. Okay, I'll start with the shit puns now. Too easy. Okay, let's check in and talk about the World Cup. It's about to be over this Saturday, and in the finals, we have France versus Spain, England versus Argentina. Now, the results of these semifinals games have been decided because this is airing Thursday, but we film the day before our episodes go live, so I decided to prepare for any situation. So, England versus France. Oh my god, 100-year war rematch? Oh, is that insensitive? I'm sorry, too soon? Argentina versus France. Oh, the baguettes are about to be trampled, I think. England versus Argentina. Okay, same picture, but think of an English breakfast being steamrolled. It will make the U.S. loss look like a victory. I think you may sense a bias here. I don't want any redcoats to win. Okay, how about France versus Spain? Well, I just either want Argentina or Spain to win. Okay, I'll just stop now. Good luck to whoever plays in the finals, but mostly Argentina or Spain. Why? Honestly, I don't know. I don't care. All these teams have won before, so I guess Spain, because it won the least amount of World Cups. Again, I'm not a sports fan and struggle whenever I need to talk about it. Wait, the UK's never won a World Cup? Okay, I'm not having that little pride for my country. We are not letting the Redcoats win, even if my president whines and cheats so we could still win a game, then lose it horribly. I still have pride for my country. Although, it hurts. A lot. Let's just move on and let the best football team win. So remember that war I talked about in the Middle East that was supposed to be over? It isn't. It's fully back on. Who knew when you sent J.D. Vance to delegate peace, you end up causing death and war instead? Wait! We did know he caused death! So anyways, back to square one. War. Can't reverse a red card on that one, Donnie boy. Okay, before I make this joke, Lindsey Graham died last week, and I send regards to his family and his friends. Like the president, who is very upset.
Great guy, and he was a friend. He would call me all the time. He would just I'd say, stop calling me Lindsey. Now, he had one bad moment, and that was, the January 6th thing when he stood up. All right, now I've had it. So I give him a 99 instead of a 100. A lot of people were at 100, but he did have that one little moment.
True love. Trump's love and life rating aside, I have to say it, we thought we were going to hear news on this guy dying first, right? Mitch McConnell, seen here doing his best to stay up, posing upright, while being dead inside and out. Actually, wait. That face. Oh my god, he has the shit bug. He is shitting himself actively in this photo. You can tell from the smile. That's the smile of someone actively shitting themselves. Also, I had to search it up and see that that person with him is his wife. I have so many questions. A lot I cannot ask on this show without being canceled. I'll just leave it there. Actually, I can't. I need to say one more thing. He looks like Cookie Monster waiting for a cookie. You see it in his eyes. He wants cookie. Okay, so Republicans are dying or actively dying. I guess we are all actively dying, but point aside, Democrats are also dying, meaning losing potential positions in our government. As Senator hopeful Graham Plattner, seen here about to tell you his real opinions about the continent of Africa, dropped out of the main Senate race. Okay, he's only dead politically speaking, but he's still more alive than Mitch McConnell, right? I guess I'm asking the tough questions today. Next, Trump fired members of a key election commission ahead of this year's midterms. The Federal Election Assistance Commission, or EAC, is the only federal agency devoted solely to election administrating. So Trump made it so they can't do anything this election cycle. So that's great. The point is, Trump is trying to keep him and the Republicans in power when Democrats are poised to win elections in November. He's just a shit stain, but it makes sense. He has to wear a couch diaper when he goes on the news. Okay, it's just a black towel, but it's so you can't see his frickin' shit stain. And no, before you start, this was like a year ago. We didn't have an exploding shit parasite yet. He doesn't need an exploding shit parasite because he already shits himself already all the time because his body does not work and is dying secretly when the cameras are off. He looks more like this. Me want cookie! Yeah, this is bad. So states have to rely without help from this federal organization. And fun fact, this organization also reported on election threats, and that's gone now too. The days of wine and the falling of our election systems. Okay, the EAC does not run the elections, but Trump is fucking the guardrails in the ass. No way around it. But it does not end there. Apparently today, Trump is giving a primetime address to the nation that newly declassified intelligence reports reveal a foreign nation's plan to interfere in the 2020 presidential election. Oh, come the fuck on. You're making up reports to make people nervous and suspicious since you got rid of the EAC? You have more power to do whatever you want? Scream all you want, Donnie. We know you're spewing bullshit from all your holes. Of course, your cronies will be there to support you, like FBI director and man who surely got bullied in middle school, and it's not just for the reasons you're seeing, I mean thinking, Kash Patel. So yeah, Trump can't admit he's still lost. I think he's just mad because the World Cup thing didn't work out because he cheated and it didn't work out for him. But that's just me. Fun fact, he didn't even know what a red card was before that. So, the next best step was going back to the 2020 election. Only he likes to think about 2020 and how it was the peak of COVID and how he told us to drink bleach. Great times. Anyway, Trump is like a loud baby crying that the election was rigged and we have to accept it. We gotta treat the president like he is the baby screaming on the 7-hour flight, but hopefully with headphones on full volume and self-control and maybe some motivational speeches repeating in your head, the president's baby screams will at one point shut the fuck up and pass. Lastly, because I want to get the orange fuck out of my head, New York State is the first state in the country to set up a 1-year ban on AI data centers. The same data centers that pollutes neighborhoods and kills all life around it and probably will help in the humanity's demise. Fun. It's just nice to see my home state actually care and want to make good rules and regulations on the centers, while other states do less and the rich Elon fucks of the world build their data centers there and basically spew shit on the people who live around it like a dump. But at least high schoolers don't have to do research about photosynthesis and can just have ChatGPT write it themselves. That's a plus that cannot hurt humanity at the end of the day. Right? Right? Okay, that's not the point. This is a victory. Go New York. It's a win. And now we got another one of our band sponsors, in which we sponsor a new and upcoming band, because bands are the best, and don't at me. Here's our next one. Jeremy?
Today's band sponsor is Kim Jong Uno. You won't find them in the description below.
Thanks, Jeremy. And now a rant on the end of physical media. Sony says, starting in 2028, there will be no more physical PS5 games being sold. Obviously, Blu-ray and DVD has been only a hobby of collectors now, and I don't think anyone under 15 knows what a Blu-ray player is. I feel old. Sony actually co-owns the Blu-ray format, so for them to stop making games on the thing they co-invented is stupid and bad for the future. They say it's because physical games, a portion of the sales goes to stores like Walmart and Best Buy. Sony wants all the money because who wouldn't want more money, right? Fuck the fans. Also, a note on DVD and Blu-ray. You can only buy them at like Barnes & Nobles now, not even Best Buy, which is sad. Like, okay, I only buy Criterion Collection films, shout out, and Barnes & Noble stores usually have a great selection. The point is, it's sad that Barnes & Nobles is one of the only places that sells DVDs and Blu-ray now. And you know, streaming services are getting more expensive, and you still don't get a lot of films and shows from them. You always need to get another streaming service to get something you don't have. And sometimes, something you want is not even streaming. If you own it physically, you always have it. Back to gaming. In the case of Sony, when you buy games digitally, you only buy the license. You don't actually own the game. I think Nintendo does something similar with their Switch 2 games, but they are not the target here since they're still making physical games. It is just another reason why physical is better, because if you have the game on like a cartridge, you have it. You don't have to download it from the internet. You just put it in the console and there you go. Well, actually on a PS5 and Xbox, even if you have the game, you still have to download it. Oh my god, cartridges are the best. Like DS and Switch cartridges, they're great. And let's not get started on the keycard situation. This is not what this video is about. And I know digital is convenient for that exact moment, and people don't really care about physical things as much anymore. But I think it's important not to overlook the value of actually owning something in your hands. Okay, I'm saying a lot of things. What is my point? Owning the games, the movies, the TV shows you love physically could be worth it, because you never know when it's going to go off streaming or when the servers for your consoles are going to go down, and then the console cannot connect to the internet and check that you still have the license, so you can't play the game. The point is, physical products, for the most part, do not have that issue. If you have it physically, you could play it right then and there. So, as PlayStation phases out physical media, I'm going to get more into it. I want to own what I have. I want to feel them. I want to be able to insert the game. I want to just have them. Well, not PlayStation games. I don't really care about most PlayStation games because they barely have exclusives, even though the console's been out for 6 years. Okay, not the point. I'll just end by saying, physical media forever, man. And on that note, that wraps this episode of Totally Unhinged. I hope you enjoyed the unhingedness as always. I've been James Blinken, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one.
This has been Totally Unhinged. I've been Jeremy Webb Jr. Have a great day, and even better tomorrow. Peace out.